Hey, what's cracking? It's Brian G. Johnson. I'm really glad that you're here. I just thought I'd hang out a little bit. I just got off doing the Creator International TubeBuddy Creator Day panel. That was a lot of fun. Good to see you, Jeff. Hey, Ken MacArthur. Miss you too, pal. Hopefully we'll be able to do some events soon. What is going on? Great to see a lot of people. There we go. I can see I'm live on YouTube. Looks pretty okay. So here's what we're going to do tonight, guys. We're going to hang out for maybe an hour, a couple hours, till I've had enough. And we're going to talk YouTube views. I'm going to answer any questions that you have. I want to share what I've learned about growing a YouTube channel over the last 3 to 4 years. And good stuff. So let's do this. Jeff Eatley, so good to see you, man. I miss hanging out with you at events, my friend. Janine, I wanted Janine, but there's Janine. We'll come back to that other individual. Nice to see you, Janine. Nice to have you on board. Lots of cool people. What is going on? And this is the other individual I had up, LLN Carlinas. Welcome. Good to see you. Can't wait for People of Video. Yeah, I just got the speaker contract. I'm going to be heading to People of Video. Oh, yes, People of Video. I'm thinking of another event. I'm going to be at People of Video. I'm going to be at so many video conferences this fall. Just super excited to hang out. Lance, good to see you, my friend. What is going on? I really need your help. So Lance, ask a specific question. And here's the thing. If you want to grow, if you want to get more views than anybody, if you're watching here, if you clicked on this live stream because you're like, it said something about getting views, learning how to get views, I want you to think about this. Are you ready? This is really powerful stuff. It's taken me a long time to think about how to talk about this in a way that hopefully it'll connect with you today. The thing that propels videos forward is the viewers and how engaged they are on your videos. You know how we hear about watch time a lot? Well, excuse me. That's because watch time is a great measurement of engagement. So the thing I want you to think about is when you really think about what are the things that viewers really connect with and value. Like a topic is really important. The reason you clicked on this live stream is you want to learn how to get views. So the topic is of value to you as the viewer, so it's important to me. I didn't write the title of this live stream as Creator Hangout. I went straight for the jugular, which I know my audience is interested in, how to grow and get views. So when you can start really thinking about what is it that viewers value, and then you strive to improve those elements, you'll go far. I don't talk too much about descriptions or tags or closed captions or playlists. These are all things we can do. But you know what's really powerful? When you focus on the stuff that the algorithm really measures, which is the stuff that the audience and the viewers value. So think about that and strive to improve just one thing. And then the other thing I would say, excuse me, is do yourself a favor and understand it takes a lot of time and energy and focus to be able to make everything awesome all at once. In fact, it's impossible. If you're just getting started, there's too many things to learn. So identify what's most important and then strive to improve just one of those things on your next video upload. And then when you know it's better, like it's really got to be better, then move forward and you'll have an easier time getting great results. Someone gave me a super chat. MSG Gaming, how do I get one-on-one channel review from you? I do consultations. You can also hit me up on Facebook for that. And I also have a group coaching program that's really, really powerful. Here's why that coaching program is wicked, because I work with people on an ongoing basis. It's not like a channel review. It's basically, I've got information. We have live trainings. We have videos that you can go through. We have a private Facebook group. and I provide my members access to me whenever they need it. So the thing I want you to think about is reach out to me on Facebook. And that's really the best way to move forward. Hey, Ken. Ken says this is a great one right here. Let's really get into it. So first off, gang, I want you to look at this question. If you want to grow, this is exactly what I just broke down. First, the thing you want to think about is you have to identify what's most important, and then you focus on that one thing. Now, I kind of held back a little bit. This is based on what I call the looping method, and I keep looping back to these important items, and I'm always trying to improve. Now, the one thing I do besides just improving one thing like the audio or your video editing or your framing or your camera quality is I always strive to really create a powerful camera presence. And the thing I want to tell you is the more you make videos, the more that will help. The other thing I want you to think about, Ken, when you're striving to really connect deeply with people is, first off, and I know you kind of already know this, but I did see one live stream on Facebook and your camera was really shaky. So it's going to be hard for people to even really think and focus on your camera presence, because in that live stream, I think you were probably showing your setup and stuff, but try to iron those things out and then do this. What I'd say is you have to have the bullet points. So every time I make a video, and if you just dropped in, welcome, we're talking about how do you improve camera presence. And the thing to think about is, so I started working on a new video today, and I've got a few just bullet points, and I'm going to talk about video editing, how to create a montage, a little bit about panning and zooming. And I want to know exactly what I'm going to cover, and I'm going to think about it. And then one of the things I do is I think about how can I communicate this in a way that is engaging. And the best way to do that is first really get not comfortable, really get dialed in with the emotion you want to evoke. So in this video about video editing, I'm going to show a montage that's about 15 seconds long with a lot of shots in the snow. You can use a montage for a lot of different things. And I wanted to create a fun, upbeat kind of presence for that. And I know that in my notes, and I know that before I film. So then I can move into filming, and I want to capture that. Sometimes I might be upbeat. Sometimes I might want to make people laugh. Sometimes I might share a really depressing story, and that's the thing I want to make people feel. And the more you think about this prior to hitting record, the more likely, hey, that looks pretty good. We got the play button, and then it's a poodle. So the more you think about that before you hit record, the more likely you can get that across. Now, here's what's cool is I've done this a few times lately where I don't even think about it on a conscious level, but I can go back and I can see where, oh, like here's one of the things you can do. When you really want to convey a powerful point, you don't have to talk a million miles an hour. You can pause like I just did. You can lean in. You can say, listen. And you can even lower your voice, which tells people, oh, I need to really think and concentrate. This is important. So I think the more you really think about doing this, and the fact of the matter is, Ken, this is the hardest skill to learn. But as soon as you start striving to learn it, you can, because you're conscious of it, and you will absolutely improve. So just try to do that in every single video. It's our job as creators is to be better on camera. Check this out. You guys ever think about voiceovers? Why is it that Morgan Freeman does voiceovers all the time? Because he sounds amazing. Why is it that news anchors have a certain look? They're easy to listen to. They don't mumble because they communicate really well. The same thing goes here on YouTube. And it's the one skill we have to always strive to improve. Yes, Wolfie Poodle. Hey, Susie. What is going on? So true. Susie, great to see you. Pam is in the house. Hey, gang, you know what's funny is I'm live streaming right now on this. Let me show you. There it is. That's the Sony ZV-1. This is a little hard. And the funny thing I did was I had the exposure compensation. I had it set to -1. Now, if you don't know, exposure compensation tells the camera that you should underexpose the shot by a full stop of light. Now, when you're indoors, that's a problem. When you're out vlogging, one stop of light for a pocket camera, it's good to underexpose a bit. You can raise it in post. Anyway, I'm pretty happy. I think this looks pretty good today. We're pretty well dialed in. The downstairs main level's really looking great. I've got tons of lights. I've went way overboard. It's a good thing I don't have a girlfriend, a wife kind of thing, because they might kind of go crazy. You know, I can see myself in the reflection. 83 people here. Hey, if you're just tuning in and it's the first time you've ever experienced my content, great to have you here. Super excited. I want to let you know that you can absolutely do amazing things on YouTube. Now, here's the thing. It's probably going to be challenging and hard, but if you really want to, you can learn and you can grow over time and you can create an amazing channel. You can make money. The sky is the possibility. Oh, and I need to go back here to do that. And this is where it's at. I just hit this. Where did I just saw it and I hit the button and everything. I'm gonna find this one. Maybe I'm not. I'm gonna make it. Oh, nope. 1 second here, gang. Technical difficulties. It's totally me. Pam, it's so good to see you on Tap Sports. What's going on? Oh my gosh. Go ADHD Go. What is going on, dude? Yes, this is the Blackout Yeti. Good to see you, my friend. Jeff Eatley said something about the lighting is everything. And man, here's the thing. If you're getting started on YouTube and you film, before you spend money on a fancy camera, make sure you've already covered not just lighting you. I'm using a pretty nice Aperture 120D. I got a Fresnel light attached. Now it's nice because I can hit the remote control. I'm going to dim it a bit. Like maybe that's a little too dark. That looks pretty good. Kind of about where I had it maybe. I usually like to, it almost looks overexposed on the screen, but lighting is so important. You know, great cinematic video, YouTube video, the video that you're shooting, great video quality is based on light and the camera recording the scene. And if the scene isn't properly exposed and lit well, it's not going to look very good. Yo, what is going on? Big Mac Sam, good to have you here. My brother is really live. Unbelievable. What is up? Brian G. Johnson. I'm just hanging out. I just got off of a TubeBuddy Creator Day hangout, and I'm hanging out now. And there's Jeff, audio, then lighting and cameras. Here's the thing. I want to talk about this. If we're talking about growing, there is a misconception about camera quality, gear, audio, and lighting. I disagree, Jeff. I think lighting is far more important, and here's why. Now, it doesn't mean audio is not important. Audio is very important. But I don't think people are going to subscribe to a channel if the audio is good. I think they don't even think about it. Like, let me ask you, if you're watching me right now, have you thought about my audio that much? Probably not. You're just enjoying my stream of consciousness. You're enjoying me answering questions. And that's it. It ends there. But the lighting, you probably notice. You go, oh, it looks good. Oh, he's got a little silver play button. He's got a poodle thing. He's got a unicorn. That's how you get a silver play button, by the way. So think about both of these things. They're both really important. Great audio is important, but I don't think people are going to subscribe if your audio is good. And frankly, if your topics aren't dialed in and if your delivery isn't dialed in, I think you'll have a hard time. Those are the things, the topics, the delivery of your message, how you craft your message. These are the things. I do need a pop filter. You're hearing a lot of them. I need to go. Hang on, I'm going to fix it right now, just so we all feel better. This is what we do here. We leave. Now, I don't think I got me a pop filter, so I just want to let everybody know we can relax now, and we'll take care of those pops right now. Now I'm going to touch the mic, and for those of you that want to correct me and or tell me, don't make too many, it's going to make some noises, but we'll get through this together. I can't wait to be on Niven's show tomorrow morning. This is great, man. This is professional YouTuber on board here. Okay, so now that we got that taken care of. How's that? Is that better? I'm glad you mentioned that, because I am actually launching a new show channel, ASMR. Hi, welcome to How to Grow Your Channel. Yeah, I actually got a sock. I just think that, you got to do the best. Here's the thing. You want to grow and you're not taking enough action? Do this. Do the best you can with what you got and move forward. Fact of the matter is, listen, not that many people were thinking. There might have been a few pops. Was it really that bad? Everyone it was bad. If it was bad, just say it was bad, or it was fine, or I didn't even think about it. Because this is the thing, like, you got to know what to focus on. And not that we shouldn't focus on audio, but yeah, any kind of fool can go buy a cat on Amazon. It was bad. It was fine. It was fine. It was bad. Not bad. It's good now. Let's see here. Bad. It was fine. It was fine. I didn't notice. The sock made it better. Did the sock make it better? It's sexy, right? Do you think maybe I should hold on, we can improve this. I mean, here's the thing. It's Friday night. It's Friday night for me. So, I think we need to dress up. So I got black socks. Oh, I'm such a dork. Hey, Lean Day Jesus, what is on? What's going on? Now the sock is taking the spotlight, but not for long. I won't let it. Now, don't do this at home. I'm a professional YouTuber. Doesn't take Stevie Wonder to see that. I can't wait till someone asks about audio. And I know there was a few little ruffles on the mic right there. I'm really sorry about that. 100 people watching with 50 likes. Hey, if you're new to the channel, my name is Brian, professional YouTuber, and we're improvising because someone said there was pops. So, and we're putting a pop filter on the mic. Oh my God, this is gonna really distract me. I'm pretty sure. Okay, I think I'm good now. Hey, Paul Peck, what's going on, dude? Good to see you. Okay, I'm gonna be really serious now. Okay, subs. If you ask a question, here's the thing. I need 1,000 subs. Figure out how. Ask a really specific question. Figure out what you're going to focus on to improve. If anybody has a question, this is it. This stream is how to use socks as filters. Oh, we're really serious. Ken, you're still here. Hey, Ken, I'm still kind of the same, but yet maybe different. Where did Ken go? There it is. That worked for a minute. How we doing here? We have 106 people here in the stream. That's awesome. Hey, gang, you might want to subscribe to Ken MacArthur. He's been working on a movie for a while. He's going to be dropping his movie soon. Feel free to subscribe to the Impact Factor or Ken MacArthur. He's on the screen now. Okay, here we go. We're going to be serious now. We're going to take your questions about channel growth. Hey, I have an animation channel. Do you have any tips? Not a sock question. Thank you. Here's the thing. You have to focus. If you want views, it's almost impossible if you're creating content based on stuff people don't know about. Now, when you create animations, it's really easy to create simple little animations that aren't based on things that matter to people. However, there are a number of animation channels that focus on topics that are big on YouTube. They cover YouTube celebrities. They cover things that are trending. Maybe they'll make fun of a pop singer like Lady Gaga. So the thing to think about is it goes back to topics. One of the most critical things you can do is to identify one audience you want to go after and then figure out what is it that matters to those people. Think about it like this. You want to think to yourself, what are the things those people think about? And then dial it down to like 2 words. If Lady Gaga just won a Grammy, then make a little skit about Lady Gaga and a movie that she just came out with, and do that. And when you do that, at that point, you have a chance to tap into the stuff that people care about. And literally, this animator went from small and struggling to a huge channel. Do that. Hey, Richie. I had fun watching the TubeBuddy live stream. Me too. And I thought I'd come on live right now. We've done a few things today already. We are slaying it in terms of YouTube professionalism because we're professional YouTubers. Number 1 at exposure compensation -1. Great for vlogging outside. Horrible for live streaming inside. Image looks pretty good. Pretty happy with that. And we got one of these newfangled fancy pop filters. I'm going to be selling these on my new merch site, so keep an eye out for that. Another comment, telling a story with a tutorial content is something I'm working on. Yes. Thing is stories can be 30 seconds, 30 minutes, or 3 hours. Stories can last for 30 seconds or 3 weeks over, 10 episodes on Netflix. The thing to think about is, again, you always want to go to the audience and you want to focus on telling a story that they can relate to. Here's a really easy way when it comes to tutorials. I struggled with the thing. So YouTube growth. I struggled with YouTube growth. Then I found a solution and I applied the solution, and then it was easier, and now I have the results you want. You can do that with audio. My audio was bad. I found a homemade pop filter, a sock, and it was better, but I didn't like that it was white, so I got a dress sock, and now my life is better. Thank you to dress socks. Can we slow down the scrolling? It's really... I could have swore I saw something from... There it is, from Pam. What if you were what if what you were doing before isn't working so well now? What would you work on changing things up first? This is a really great question, Pam. Excuse me. We like to keep it real around here. The thing I would say for you, Pam, is number one, I chatted with my pal Nick this morning. His views are down. My views are down. I've been somewhat consistent, but not long enough to be able to have great results right now. But his results are down too. And I think a lot of channels could be down right now, possibly because we've been in the pandemic a long time. You know, there was a huge surge when the pandemic started. So I still think you can do things to change things around. But in your case, what I would say is in the live stream we had during the coaching call like a week ago, well, Brad Goss came on. I think you were there, and he talked a lot about the more I'm able just to be who I am and not try to show up as anybody else, but I just really am myself as I am in real life online. It really works well for me, and I found that to be true too. And some of the videos I've done over the last couple weeks, especially two of them back to back, one about starting a new series about the 15 important elements, and then another one, it was about maybe how to be different. They were vlog style, and I felt like I was just so authentically me. I was a little quirky. I was not too funny. I was just kind of like how I go about my day. And I think that's a really powerful thing. When people see that you're totally comfortable in your delivery, it allows the viewing audience, those people, to also be comfortable. This is why when we see someone who's uncomfortable on camera, we become uncomfortable. Now, I don't think you're not bad on camera at all, but I do think you could become a little bit more comfortable, and I think you can work on your delivery. And the other thing I would say is think about different styles of videos, like a vlog style, talking head style, documentary style. Have you tried a video where you're not on camera, but it's a voiceover? I would try different things, try them a number of times. So if it's vlog style, try vlog style across 5 videos and see how that works out for you, because I think that's truly the path. Because if we don't change and it's not working, things will never change. So it was windy. We just had a bit of rain, and now the sun's out. Gotta love Colorado, and now I'm pretty bright in here. David, Outdoor 74. Brother, if you're in North America, your season's coming up. If you want a channel to grow, then make good content. Simple. Yeah, but how do you do that, though? I mean, it's simple in theory, but how do you actually go about making good content? This is why I say it's really important and powerful to really focus on one specific thing and strive to improve that. A lot of people get overwhelmed with so many things to learn, but we can just move forward and get pretty great. Boy, it's dark, and now it's bright. So that's the thing to think about that will help you move forward and make better content, a little bit better on the lighting. Hey, it's please not the sock again. A third sock? No, I'm just going to hang out here. Any advice for construction content? Yeah, this is what I want you to do. Look at the channels that are leading the charge and ask yourself, what are they doing better than what I'm doing? Normally, it's almost always the delivery, because it takes a long time to learn how to communicate well on camera, to get your message across. And when you start off, you feel like it's great and it's fun because we're making it now. But often when we go back and we look, we're like, ooh. So think about that, is that it's really, it's the smartest thing you can do is to publish a video. This is literally, if you can do these 3 things, you can crush YouTube. Number 1, publish a video right now. In the next few days, start where you're at, use what you got and publish. If you're one of these people, and you might not be, but if you are, if you're kind of like struggling to take action, if you keep putting it off, stop. Start where you're at, use what you got, and publish. Don't expect to have the kind of results that someone who has published 1,000 videos has. Move forward, and then say 3 or 4 days later, go back, watch the video, and try to watch it with an eye that is critical, not too critical, but just identify one thing that would matter to the audience. Like if your audio sucks, strive to improve it. If you don't have much editing, if you're leaving in mistakes, your editing has to improve. And the only thing you got to do is focus on improving that one thing. And if you keep doing this, you're going to go really far. And you can figure it out. A lot of people say, I don't know. Well, stop saying, I don't know. Instead, say, I'm going to figure it out. Say, I'm not sure what it is, but I'm going to figure it out. Over time, I'm going to study. You know what's interesting is I watch a lot of content. I have learned from Casey Neistat. I have learned from some filmmakers, and I catch all these little things along the way, and I do add them in. Like I'm going to teach how to do video editing in my next video. And I'm going to show a technique of taking a bunch of 1 or 2 second clips. So Pam, do this. This might help you. Make a little montage. If you're a gamer, you can do the same thing, a gaming montage. If you're a cooking channel, do the same exact thing. For example, if you're making a video on how to make salsa, a montage might be a 1 or 2 second clip focusing on the ingredients to make salsa. So chili peppers, cilantro, limes, tomatoes, and you show each one, and it's just like that clip, another clip, lasts for 10 seconds, but you're constantly giving people new things to look at. This is how highly successful YouTube creators create their content. In fact, did you know that when Casey Neistat published a video 2 years ago on the first day of summer, within the first 12 seconds, I counted, he had like 12 or 13 cuts. Think about this. Different scenes, the lifeboats, the people in the pool, the summer drinks, the girls in the bikinis, the palm trees, 12 different cuts in 15 seconds. You know what small YouTubers don't do? That. So these are the things I'm talking about, like improve your editing. This is really the path. Hey, Brian, we have 25,000 subscribers. Boom! That might have been, I might have had a little pop filter. That might have been a pop on that boom. For you audio aficionados, I apologize. It's a good thing I don't drink anymore. We have 25,000 subscribers, but how can we get regular views? We average between 2 to 5,000 views with an occasional one going 10K. But should we be getting more? Honestly, it sounds to me like what you're doing is about right. The first thing to think about is that I think a lot of people have ideas and conceptions and expectations of what it's going to be like, and what it actually is very different. And I'm talking about actually growing. Here's the thing. You don't get a ton of views with every video you publish. In fact, statistically speaking, it's about 5 to 10% of the videos that creators publish will go on and do really well and grow a channel. So when you tell me we get between 2,000 and 5,000 views, and occasionally one will go towards 10, then the thing I would say is you're doing fine. And the other thing I would say is that you want to think about why. This is the key. This is the part you want to catch. Why did that one video do good? Like, here's the thing. I feel guilty, but like I keep doing the same video. I've done it 3 or 4 times, and every time it works. And I want to look at my analytics, because I did it again, and I got good views. It was #1, great CTR, okay average view duration. but overall, this video has been doing pretty good. And let me see. Actually, I need to go here. Never do this in a live stream. Always pay attention to the camera. So it looks to me like this video is doing pretty good. You know what's really awesome is I'm going to actually show you guys this. Check this out. So if you look here, there we go. You see that little bump? You notice how the views are up? Well, that's one of the most important traffic sources. It's browse. What is browse? Browse is when YouTube puts your videos on the home page of viewers that are signed in. And most YouTube viewers have an account and they're signed in. And why that's a big deal is because I got some friends to promote the video on their channel pages, and the video would not get that boost. Again, we're talking about that boost right there. It wouldn't get that boost unless the viewers to the video I published enjoyed the video and engaged. So the thing I want you to say, Newcastle fans, the thing I want you to think about, my friend, is study your analytics. Ask yourself, why did this video do well? Ask yourself, what are the topics that my audience is most passionate about? What is the audio or the media style? Is it a vlog style video does good? Is it a documentary style video? Is it a unboxing video? The more you study and think and ask yourself these things, then the more you'll be able to make great decisions moving forward. Hey, George, nice to see you, pal. Good news on your recent TV company reaching out to you. That was pretty awesome. Susie says the same thing. Oh, that's Jeff. Where is... You know, there's so many people here. It's just so challenging having so many people attend your live stream. It's really hard being a really successful. I'm sorry. I can't. So I can't help myself. So someone said here, so 10% average view base from your subscribers is normal. Look. Here's there's no normal. Like, you could start with that. That's fine. But the only thing that matters is where you're at right now. Can we all agree the only thing that matters is where your channel is right now? Not how many subscribers you have, where your channel is, meaning how many views can you drive right now? For me, if I drive more than 3,000 to 4,000 views in 24 hours, that's a good result. At the height of my channel, I was pushing 8,000 to 10,000 views in a 24-hour period. And that was incredible. And to get to that point, I pushed for 6 months. I made a lot of great decisions. Does that mean I'm not as good as I was back then? No, it means right now, this is where I'm at. Life got in the way. I had to move. I had to pack up my bags. I had to get a new house, and I've been busy, and life gets in the way. So the only thing that matters is where you're at and where you're going to go. I mean, it doesn't matter what the statistics say. Like, the thing that matters, you know what really matters, is the people that love your content, the people that watch your videos. And if you're starting out, know that you can get there if you're passionate about it and you really enjoy it and you're willing to move forward. So think about that. An excellent dude. Hey, I like the channel name. Excellent dude. That's awesome. Says, I'm only at 50 videos, hoping to get to 100 by July. Awesome, dude. Keep pushing them out. You know what? When I started, I went daily for 56 days in a row, and then I fell over and slept for 3 days. Really helped me to learn a lot of the lower level skills. This is important. Lower level skills that probably won't get you subs. But you can't get a lot of subs until you overcome the lower level skills. How do I make a thumbnail? How do I upload? What's the title? How do the keywords work? All of these things really matter. Creative MS Me with Stephanie. Hey, Stephanie, what's going on? I seem to be frozen. I don't know what I'm doing wrong. Help. First off, how many videos have you published? If it's less than 100, and furthermore, just you're not doing anything wrong. There's nothing wrong. The amount of videos that we compete against is staggering. For example, when I compete against this keyword phrase, check this out. I'm going to go here. I'm going to share my screen. And screen number 1. So check this out. When I started, I targeted this keyword phrase for a very long time. Let me do this. Let me blow this up for you a bit. How to get more views on YouTube. Boom. Now in my niche, right? This is the #1 keyword phrase that creators in my niche target. It's completely oversaturated. There are probably in excess of 50 million videos covering this particular phrase. And again, when I started, it was very, very, it was hard to make that happen, you know, but I stuck with it. And eventually I was able to publish the #1 video. And that video now drives 2,000 to 3,000 views every single day, 850,000 views. Now, it took me a long time, and I wasn't doing anything wrong in the beginning, but I could not rank for that keyword phrase. And I published video after video after video targeting that phrase, and I got nowhere, but I didn't stop. And again, I kept focusing on the most important thing. Guys, write this down. Your backdrop. What people look at matters. Make your backdrop look as good as it can. Number 2, your audio. It won't get you subscribers. Important. It won't get you subscribers, but it will certainly cause people to click off and not engage on your video. So focus on that. Your editing really matters. If you can improve on your editing, do so. In fact of the matter is, when we're starting out, one of the things to consider is that you can probably trim your videos down quite a bit and really retain the same value, whether you're doing entertainment or unboxings or tutorials. When I started, I would do 20-minute tutorials. Today, I could cover the same thing in probably 5 minutes. Would you rather sit through 20 minutes or 5 minutes? And the thing is, it's like there is so many ways for viewers to engage with your channel, even if your videos are short. So focus on what you can improve, learn the most important things, and do that. Hey, I really want to thank JB Gunner TV with the $5 holler. What's up for the sexy poodles of yours? Thank you so much. Olive is doing well. Otis is up in poodle heaven, prancing around. Poor guy. Cancer is a bummer, but boy, he had such a great life, and I wish I had more footage. You know, as a creator myself, I'm really good with like a fancy camera and lenses now, and I look back at some of the footage I captured over the last few months, and I wish I had more of my dogs, but especially Otis. But I have some, and I'm really grateful for that. Thank you for the super chat. It means a lot to me. Does having a face cam bring in more views? No. Nope. There's no one thing that you can do to get more views other than improving the way you communicate and structure your videos. That's the most important thing. A face cam won't do it. But this is something to think about. The more you're able to create your own style and presence when on camera, the more likely you'll be able to create videos that stand alone and help you blow up. Early, it can be a hindrance because we're all kind of cringy. We have to practice communicating, speaking, not saying and ah, knowing how to lead a conversation. But over time, we can do that. And at that point, it's easy for us to move forward and get the results because we're honoring what the viewers want. Great delivery. That's why we like listening to Morgan Freeman in a voiceover. He sounds amazing. He's got a great voice. And it's not just how his voice sounds, it's how he uses it. So the thing you can do is, sure, use a face cam. That's going to help you. But no, you have to improve how you speak, how you talk, how the scene looks. I don't like this room. I definitely decide, I can't wait to get my live streaming set up downstairs. I will. I can't wait to drop my next video. I'm curious to see how it's going to look. I have so many lights down there, I might have gone overboard, but I think it'll probably look pretty cool. We'll see if I film during the daytime or the nighttime. I've kind of got a new video style. It's very kind of relaxed. Anyway. Everyone says thumbnail, title, description, keyword tags will help me. Tags will help small channel growth. Yes, nothing is easier than focusing on and improving the topic. We'll start with the topic. I don't see you saying topic. A great video starts with a topic a huge amount of people are interested in, right? Then it's the thumbnail. The thumbnail doesn't get people clicking. The thumbnail grabs their attention visually. So you want to learn how to make great looking thumbnails that grab attention. And then you want to learn how to create a compelling title to get them to click. Here's the format. I showed you guys this. I showed you this video. Notice the format. In the beginning of my title, I have how to get more views on YouTube in 2021. That's a keyword phrase. I always put my keyword phrase first. It gives you a slight boost in the algorithm. If you begin, listen, this is helpful. If you begin your video title with the keyword phrase, that will give you a small boost. Now, the fact of the matter is, if you don't speak well, if you're not compelling, if your video isn't structured well, you'll still struggle. But when you practice all of these things, you will move forward. So how to get more views on YouTube in 2021, that's the keyword phrase. And then you add a compelling element at the end in 2 minutes. So when you have a bright thumbnail that's easy to understand, that communicates why people should view, when you have a title that contains both a keyword phrase and a compelling element, then you're going to be more likely to get people to click. So yes, absolutely. Super, super helpful way to get people to engage on your videos is to focus on your topics, titles, and thumbnails. You dig? Boy. Here we go. On Tap Sports, Brian, you talk a little bit less about shorts than others. Are you not really bullish on them? I think shorts are amazing, and I think every single creator needs to test and try different things. For me personally, this is important. I am just as focused on what I want to do as growing on YouTube. I got nothing to prove. I got my silver play button, right? I got 10 million views. I do brand deals. I make money. I've helped lots of people move forward. And I know I offer value, not for everybody. It's impossible to please everybody, but that's where I'm at. So for me, I'm more into like learning about cinematic shots and creating really cool thumbnails and traditional long form content. So I think shorts are an amazing opportunity, and you may want to check that out. But the other thing to think about are people talking about shorts in this manner, like I just covered? Like, do you want to make shorts? Like, I kind of do, and I'm kind of excited. Excuse me. It's okay. They're imported bubbles from France. Perrier. Not sponsored. So that's why I don't talk about them as much, because here's what I think. This is important. if you want to grow, listen. I think that until you really have the fundamental elements down, the most important video elements, and you focus on improving those things, that growth, no matter what you do, will always be kind of hard. So sometimes people get on me about that. Oh my God, you didn't share anything unique or different in this video. It's like, well, I cover the fundamentals, but what I hope you do is understand that our job as creators is to strive to become a master at graphic design. Not that you should like try to become a masterful graphic designer, but if the goal is to become a master, then where you land, like maybe you get pretty good at graphic design, meaning you can make pretty good thumbnails, and you're also working on your video editing. And for me, 4 years later, that means I know how to color grade. I know how to create contrasting colors in my videos. I can bump things up and pull down the highlights or crush the shadows and make things pop. I can film in slow motion. I know shutter speeds. I can do astrophotography. I can do all these things that equal really the elements that really matter to the viewers. And these are the things I keep coming back to, because I don't think you can reach a high level as a creator until you have the ability to publish a regular form video. Now, to be fair, someone may correct me and they would be right. There will be creators that come up and focus on shorts, but I don't want to do that. I want to create little movies. That's what's interesting for me. So that's why I don't talk as much about them, but I still think shorts are amazing and really exciting for sure. It's been really hard, but I'm not giving up. Almost 800 and watch hours at 1,700. The family show, Anthony's family show. Make sure when you're creating your family videos, my friend, that you're creating stories that are easy for people to relate to. Talk about their experience. If someone loses a tooth, start your video and say, remember when your son or daughter lost a tooth? Or even better, remember when you lost a tooth? Well, because right there, then people think about their own experience. A lot of times it's hard for vloggers because they get so caught up in telling their story, and it's harder for people to relate. But instead, if you're like, do you remember when you lost your tooth? And then you could have like a clip of like the string and pulling your child's torture. Congratulations. Keep moving forward. Vlogging is hard. J-Rock Gaming, what is up? I only gain subscribers from shorts. I'm in a super competitive niche. Does that make it harder to gain subscribers with long form content? Here's the thing, is that the more you understand about really reducing the competition, the more likely you can move forward and grow your channel. Do this. Everybody here, do this. And Jason, yes, that's a dress sock pop filter. Part of my new merch line, and you missed it. We had an issue with the audio, but I fixed it on the fly because I'm a professional YouTuber. This is what you do, gang, if you want to get more views. Check this out. Like, if you're in a really saturated niche, like when I started, I didn't try to like rank for, I need to reduce the screen size a little bit. I didn't try to rank for how to get more views on YouTube. In the first 6 months, I focused on other things because it was too competitive, right? So if you're in a competitive game and you do like Let's Plays, or you're making the same kind of, your titles aren't really trying to drill down, like try to drill down and identify sub niches within the game that are less competitive, and you'll be able to do well. Like if you look at my channel and you come into my videos, right? And then you look at, let's sort the videos by oldest. You'll notice that these videos here about this was a playlist on branding. Branding is less competitive than YouTube growth. And even less competitive, you can see I didn't really touch how to grow on YouTube because I knew I needed to reduce the competition, and I needed to find topics that were related to YouTube growth, but not exactly that. So I covered videos on how to make a thumbnail on your phone. And I had a fun little intro. And then we got to these videos here, iMovie app. And notice this video has 173,000 views. And if we go back up here to sort, you'll notice my second most popular video has 779,000 views, filmed with an iPhone, not nearly as competitive as YouTube growth, right? So that's what I started off with. And furthermore, I published probably like 5 or 6 videos. Here's one. Notice they're all the same. Here's another one, iMovie app, kinetic text, iMovie app. Here's another one, picture in picture. And even the picture in picture, so this is less popular, still drove 92,000 views. These topics are far less competitive than how to grow on YouTube. So the thing to do is really learn keyword research. Yes, you can do it. Yes, it can help you. Here's the thing, also join the Tube Ritual free group on Facebook. Important. I have 2 groups. They kind of sound the same. I shouldn't have done that, but too late. There's a group on Facebook with like 20, 30, how many? 25,000 YouTubers. And join that group. It's a great place to get information and whatnot. Hey, Tyler, what's going on, buddy? Nice to see you, pal. Anyway, reduce the competition. The reason I mentioned the group you should join is I've got a pin post with the 15 most important elements. Nobody cares about this. This is the weird thing. It's like, it's really easy for YouTubers to ask questions and they ask the wrong questions. It's a bummer. But when you start focusing and you listen to, some of the educators on this platform, like Nick Nimmin or Daniel Battelle or Dee Nimmin or Roberto Blake, any of these top tier educators, they're going to help you identify the most important stuff. Main issue, YouTube seems to have stopped pushing my videos. I went from thousands of impressions and views. Now I get 20 views and 400 impressions. So focus on why. You're not helpless. You can control that. Look at the topics in the past that did well. Look at the videos. Ask why they did well. Was the timing really good? Was your timing in alignment with something that was happening and had a lot of interest? Was your video edit really good? Were you really excited when you were on camera? These are the things to really think about, and it will help you move forward. So it's easy to say my main issue is YouTube isn't pushing my videos, but what can you do to remedy that? First thing you got to do, and this is really hard, check this out. I did a poll on my community tab and I said, what's holding you back? I can't tell you how many people said time. I'm too busy. Life's getting in the way. Videos take so long. And man, it's true. It's really hard. It's overwhelming. It's totally time consuming. But if you've got a job or kids or you go to school and yet you really want to grow a channel, but you're publishing 2 videos a week, it's probably not enough to make it happen. Doesn't mean you shouldn't publish those 2. 100% you should. But you should also, if it really matters to you, do whatever you can to try to make more time and more energy for YouTube and try to figure out how to make it happen. It's tough for me because I see so many people focusing on the results they don't have. That's all they talk about. How do I get views? Start asking questions that focus on the ways to get views, like thumbnails, view duration, video editing, improving your audio, improving your delivery. That's how you get views. Brian, thanks for what you do for the YouTube community. Ken, really appreciate that. Nice to see you around always, and really appreciate you, my friend. Brian G, do you think YouTube has upset the ecosystem with the addition of shorts? No, I don't think it's any big deal at all. I think there are plenty of viewers that will continue to watch long form content. I don't think at all there's any issue. In fact, it's just more opportunity and more ways to create content. So I don't know if this is for me or someone else. I have this channel, about 3 or 4 channels I launched way back in the day, 2006, 7, and 8. Those have a few thousand subscribers. And I have one other channel called Amplify Your Income. And I launched that about a year ago. And frankly, I haven't had enough time and focus on this channel. And this is my priority. This channel, Brian G. Johnson TV, if it's not at a certain level, I do not upload on any other channel because I have to make this a priority. Just like I was talking about a minute ago, like with time, you know. Lack of time is an excuse. Make time for your future. It is. It can be an excuse. And at the same time, I know a lot of people really struggle to find time. We're just too busy. It's been really hard for me. I can tell you that I went through the most difficult 2 years of my life right as I hit my peak on YouTube. I was doing 400,000 views a month. I was gaining 5, 6, 7,000 subscribers a month. And then I went through personal hardship and I had to step away, and I was uploading 1 video a month, and that's all I could do. But I will tell you, I've been working hard to publish more, to get back here. I'm live streaming right now. I'm working on a video right now. I'm working on a new YouTube presentation that I'll give in the fall. I'm definitely working my way back. So the thing you got to do is you got to take what you have right now, the time that you have right now, the energy that you have, and you have to prioritize it. I had a paid member ask me, you know, I think I need to like look at my schedule and I work, and should I try make videos when I get home and just really buckle down? And I said, well, are you doing that? And he says, yeah. And I said, how's that working out? And he said, not very good. I said, well, of course not. The idea of me working an 8-hour day, just getting to work and waking up and breakfast and kids or whatever, and like then you drive or you get to the job and you work 8 hours, you get back home and you have food, and like now let's make a video. No way. So what I would do in that case is I would wake up earlier on a Saturday morning and I would film a video. Like, do the best you can. It's really hard for a lot of people. It's not just an excuse. Try making videos when you have school. Yeah, exactly. This is it right here. Like for some people, it's just really, really hard. But here's what I would say, pretty kitty candy, is do the best you can and don't stop. Here's why, because in your future, at some point in your life, something will open up. You won't have martial arts. You'll have a number of months off from martial arts. Or maybe you won't have church, or something will ease up and you'll have a bit more time. Or something will happen and you'll make time. So it's not an excuse. And I agree. Like, we have to do the best we can. And at some point you got to say, I just got to make it happen. But I get that life is really challenging. And I think it's important to try to find a balance. Like, a lot of people want to dedicate more time. But here's the thing. Like right now, instead of watching this live stream, you could be scripting out a video. That's typically what I do. And I don't want to like point a finger at you, even though I just did. But again, this is kind of how I think about it, right? How are we doing? Just for the fun of it, 135 people are here right now. Gang, my name is Brian G. It's great to have you here. Really glad you stopped by. If you're excited about YouTube, being a creator, you may want to consider subscribing. I talk about all things YouTube growth, filming, how to make fun videos. I'm working on a video about how to improve your video edits. That'll be out soon. And I got these little spots on my, you see that? You see, this happens at this time of the day, the shades. You know, we're doing okay. We got some colored lights. It ain't perfect. This is YouTube. Good enough. I'm animating right now, actually. That's awesome. So do this, my friend. Here's a tip for you. Really think about what's trending when it comes to pop culture and try to tie your animations and videos to that. It's a suggestion. Maybe that'll help you out. It's pixie dust. That's what I'm talking about, Susie. You know, I cannot let down or outlive my early videos. They're just too cringy. Someone says here, not if you don't deliver on your thumbnail and title. It's true. Titles and thumbnails, super powerful. But the thing I want you to think about, I'm going to talk about this more in 2021. Forget about watch time. If you want to grow on YouTube, it ain't watch time. Did you know if you go into your YouTube analytics, they've got navigation, and the top level navigation, let me show you. Share screen. This is how I like to think about the YouTube algorithm in 2021. Check this out, gang. Overview. Reach. Right? This is like impressions, CTR. That's pretty good, right? 10%. But check this out. If we click engagement, then we get watch time, which matters. But this is what I would recommend you think about. This is how I like to think about it. YouTube measures how much engaged the viewers are with your videos. Look at this average view duration, 2 minutes and 14 seconds. But the reach, I'm sorry, the CTR is 10%. That's insanely good. And furthermore, here's the other thing. This is what is exceptionally good. You know what is another way for YouTube to measure engagement? Someone might be thinking, oh, comments or likes, and those are true. Yes. But I think this is even more powerful. End screen click element click rate. And if we were to look here, 20%. So this particular video, right, we're talking about a video on YouTube that's been viewed over 800,000 times. How to get more views on YouTube. 800,000 views. And do you think about this, 800,000 views, and 20% of those individuals made it all the way to the end of the video. They watched 5 minutes and 54 seconds, and then they clicked on an end screen. And that is really a powerful engagement signal. So the thing that I would suggest you think about is, did I not show my screen for that? Maybe I did show my screen. Yeah, talk more about CTR, strive to improve it. That's really it. Like, strive to improve your CTR. And the thing to think about is it's a combination of the topic matters, the title matters, and the thumbnail matters. So strive to improve those. Okay, you guys saw my screen. So the thing to think about, and this is what I think about, is like sometimes people ask me, like, oh, is it better to film a 6-minute video and then people watch for 3? I hate these questions because I think at that point you're trying to figure out the ideal amount of time to create videos around. I never do that. I honor you. I honor you, the viewer. I make the best video I can with the skills I have. And frankly, a video that I published a week ago, it could have been 8 minutes, but I cut out 45 seconds to honor you. Because frankly, I don't think you want to watch 45 seconds of video that doesn't add another layer of value on top of what I've already shared. You know, I'd already shared for 5 or 6 minutes. Do I need to give you another 40 seconds of nothing? No, so I cut it. I could have made more revenue, 8 minutes, but I didn't. So think about how YouTube measures engagement. Like, do viewers subscribe to your channel when they watch a video? If they don't, well, that's a problem because that's a really good sign of engagement. Hey, JR Rock Gaming. You're welcome, my friend. Thank you for the super chat. I appreciate that. I feel like I put out content. I feel like it's put out content you love. I think that's really good. I think it's put out content that you love that there's an audience for. I think you got to think about both. The audience is here and there's plenty of people. And some people will say, well, my audience is small. It's a small niche. And then I look at their niche and I'm like, no, you could be driving more views. And then the other thing is like you over here is your love and passion of the niche. I think it's a combination of both of those things. It's think about like you don't want to be a starving artist if you really want to grow. Is it true the more likes you have for a video, you rank higher? I don't know. Nobody really knows. But what I can tell you is what I just shared, and that is you should focus on the biggest engagement signals. So the reason YouTube talks about watch time is most creators would struggle to publish a 5-minute video and then get 20% of the people all the way to the end. So that's watch time. And watch time is a real high level indicator of engagement. Is a like a high level? Probably a medium level. But I like to think about like, well, what happens when they click? How long do they watch? Did they subscribe if they were a non-subscriber? Did they watch 3 more videos? Do they return to my channel? These are the things to think about. A like isn't going to hurt you by any stretch of the measure, but you always want to be thinking a broad scope of how the algorithm would measure engagement. And I just showed you, if you go into your analytics, it kind of breaks it down. Please, what is the main work of the YouTube algorithm? I just shared it with you. I hope you heard it. Listen, I just showed you about the algorithm and how it measures engagement, right? The algorithm measures how well people are engaged with your content. Focus on improving your videos because then people will engage more. Hey, John, it's so great to see you, pal. Love your new videos. What's a good percentage for a full video watch time, as in the percentage of people? Are you toying with me, brother? I would say shoot for 50% and strive to do better. The thing to think about is the thing that I don't like about these kind of questions is that if I say 60%, you might get that. But if there's other elements that are missing, like a good subscribe rate, that might not equate to more views. So strive to keep people watching, but also know that if you get people to the end, you can get an end screen click, which is really powerful and matters too. So any tips for a voice reveal, like a method and timing? I would say wrap it around a compelling topic. And if you haven't done a voice reveal, do a voice reveal. Like, here's my tip. Get on with it so you can practice creating a great voiceover. I believe you're more likely over time as you make videos to do well when you communicate and talk in your videos. If you don't, I believe you will have less of a chance. Not that you can't, but I think the path is to do voiceovers. So I would encourage you to do that. Giga does high views, low, really like nobody likes it. If someone shares your video on a lot of sites, it don't get many. Yeah, I wouldn't focus on like try to get your views from other sites. Like focus on YouTube. Best colors for a thumbnail. Yes, saturated, bright colors. If everybody's thumbnails are dark and gray, go bright. If everybody's thumbnails are bright and saturated, go black with 1 or 2 words of text in the middle. And know this too, there's no one format for just a thumbnail because people don't click videos for thumbnails. they visually recognize the thumbnail, then they read the title. So what you want to do is get people to notice your thumbnails visually. That's the thing you want to think about. Mr. B says it's all about clickability, thumbnail, and title, and then just deliver. Yeah, just deliver means create really good content that will really create high engagement for viewers. So what I just said is totally in alignment with what Mr. B says. Clickability, thumbnails, which means great topics, and then just deliver. And just deliver, as I don't like that phrase, because just deliver is hard. Most YouTubers don't have the skills or abilities they need to create videos that keep people watching and really engage. It takes practice and work. Brian, would you recommend going back to older videos and changing titles and descriptions if they're not performing? No. I mean, if you want to do that when you have extra time, sure. But I promise you, I guarantee the results you want will not be found digging around in your old videos. It's moving forward, identifying what you can improve and focusing on that. You're not going to be able to take an okay, not really that good of a video and change a title and get a great result. So stay focused on moving forward. If you got extra time, great. Yes, very much an understatement. Just make good content or just deliver. I have incredibly high CTR. What do you suggest to try to stand out? I would suggest if you've got a high CTR, focus on how long your average view duration is. Focus on getting people to the end of your video. Focus on your delivery. Focus on your video structure. If you've got high CTR, then move on to something else. What percentage of videos should I make to show up in search versus browse? Kevin, do this. Every video you make, identify a search term, add it to your video title, and now you're covered for search and browse and suggested. I never really think I'm going to make a video for browse. I will go, okay, I'm going to make this video about this thing. This is the hook. And then I'll dial that in and start working on it. I'll start creating a title and a thumbnail. And then I might say, well, this is probably a shorter video, so it's probably going to do well in search. But I really always just focus on the viewer experience. And sometimes my videos show up in suggested. Sometimes they show up in search. If you're not getting at least 1,000 subscribers a month, then focus on search. And I say that even though I just said don't. And here's why. Search is the easiest way to get more views to your video. It's the easiest traffic source that can send you considerable amounts of views. It's easier, but still hard. So focus on that. And it doesn't mean you can't show up in browser suggested. Yo, Insane McLean, dude, $19 super chat. Thank you so much. Really appreciate that. It's really nice to hang out and see you here and hang out with the community and so on. I really appreciate your super chat. Thank you so much. Where did that question go? Boy, it's like people are scrolling here or something. High CTR is easier to achieve if you have fewer impressions. Very true. 100%. And again, this is the thing. Like, if you take my holistic approach of improving all the stuff that matters, you're not going to get hung up on one thing. And then you're going to raise the roof on all the things that matter. And at some point, you'll be able to move forward. Hey, gang, really appreciate you. Thank you for stopping by. I'm going to roll. I feel my voice is getting a bit tired. I guess I've been live streaming for about an hour or so. Quantity or quality for small YouTubers, you choose, my friend. It doesn't, like, whatever you want to do. Do both. I've done both, and it's really helpful. Do a 30-day run. Do a video a day every day for 30 days. If you kind of already know all the ins and outs, and slow down and make the best video you've ever made, and then publish often and go back and forth. Hey, I'm out of here. Thanks for stopping by, gang. That was awesome. Cliche hand fade out.